Hi Capricorn, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for you. Special reading for all you Capricorns who might be having a hard time leaving your ex. Alright, so if that sounds like this reading might apply to you, stick around. And if you don't have any issues with an ex, then this is not for you. Alright, so take what works, see what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. So, what is going on? Something feels really stiff. Are you stiff, Capricorn? Go for a walk. Get up. Stretch. Go for a swim. All right. One more shuffle. All right, Cappies, and then let's begin. All right. So I'm using the After Tarot by I don't know who, but it's the After Tarot. So let's see what's going on for all you Cappies. Oof, not being able to close this door. So let's see what the cards have to say about this. See, I knew I was feeling that. Like there is this real need to cut this person out once and for all, and I'm not quite sure where you're getting all this conflict. I mean, you're so confused about just like cutting the cord. So let's see why that is happening. All right, your overall energy for this reading here, you are the World card reversed. It's like you just can't seem to just cut that cord and be done with them. You know, and I think, honestly, I mean, the relationship you had with this person, I don't think it was that great. I don't. We have you over here as the Queen of Pentacles reversed, so you felt a little unstable in the relationship. You weren't feeling like everything was going as smooth as you can. There were issues around money and working together and making things work. I don't think you guys were on the same page. I think you avoided a lot of conflict with them. For some of you, they may have had a very big ego, or were very selfish, or, you know, it was just like, it was a bad formula between you and this person. Yet you can't seem to close the door, and I'm not quite sure why that is going on. I mean, there is nothing that holds the two of you anymore together. So, I mean, this is a cycle. I mean, the two of you have been together on and off for a long, long time. You know, and here, again, we have the Five of Wands reversed. You know, so it's like you're so conflicted about all of this. It's like you want it to finally end, but you're not quite sure how you're going to really cut them off once and for all. But I think once you do that and you really, like, you know, fly and leave them behind, you'll find that you'll probably feel really good. I mean, especially if there's really nothing there hanging on. It could be that you're hanging on to it because there's nothing in front. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, if you let go of this, then you have nothing. And it's almost like you would rather hang on to something bad than, you know, to trust that maybe there might be something in the future. Now, out comes the King of Swords with the Magician reversed. Interesting, because now we have a King and a Queen of Swords. Again, I don't feel like your relationship was all that great. I think there was, I think one of the problems is that one person was really hard on the other person. It was just like you couldn't, I mean, it's almost like you weren't stuck in a relationship, Capricorn, where you didn't even remember what it was like to be treated right. That's terrible. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing that was going to come out of this. I mean, you weren't going to be happy if you stuck with them. You know that. You know that there was nothing about this combination, this formula, as I'll call it, between you and this person that was going to be a happily ever after. So you guys split up. You probably came together, split up, came together, split up. But this last time, I think you really split up. But now it's like, wow, if this is really the last time, then that's it. I'll never see him again, like the end. And I think that's where you're having the hard time cutting them out. Yeah. But I think you need to see what the relationship was, all right? So let's see it for what it was. All right, I don't think it was all that great. Again, I think this person took whatever they wanted from you and then left you with nothing. Yeah, so You want to go back to this person, or you keep hoping that maybe, and you know that if you do that, I mean, you're digging your grave. You're not going to be happy. So you're hanging on to someone for what? Because you have a connection? See, I think that's the problem here, more than anything, Capricorn, is that you and this person have this incredibly spiritual connection, which that's a hard one to break, you know, because you might have a dream about them, or you think of them, and, you know, all of a sudden you see somebody who might look like them. I mean, you two have this kind of, you know, that spiritual bond. And I think that is why it is so difficult to end this relationship and really move on from your ex. It's almost like you want one last word with them. But why? Why? If it's over, it's over. I mean, you know, maybe this is one of those things where you need to start journaling, you know, get out all of these hidden emotions. I mean, you don't want to put something to an end that was very unhappy for you. You weren't happy in this relationship. If you were happy in this relationship, you guys still would have been together, right? But you're not. And yet you don't know how to come to an end. I mean, there is no future between the two of you. I mean, I feel like the decision has been made, either by you or by them, but like there's no going back. But it's that spiritual connection you have. I mean, that's what it is. It's like, you know, it's like, okay, physically you're disconnected. Materially, you probably also are disconnected, right? But spiritually, that's the hard one. You know, but you have to remember how unstable you felt. You were really hurt. And you've taken all this time now to try to deal with putting yourself back together. Because this person probably cheated on you. They probably didn't really take into consider your feelings on things. They probably didn't ask you for your opinion. They did whatever they wanted to do. They took from you. So now I feel like you need to stop and really look at you. You know, you're more valuable than this. You know, you have to see your worth. This Hermit is trying to show you as the Empress. You need to, like, remember who you were, okay? Because, you know, when this ended, it ended and you felt very deflated. Because once again, it didn't work out. And you know why? Because this person was emotionally unavailable. They were never available to be a couple. You know, this is somebody who loves them and leaves them. They don't go deep. And I think you're so angry about this whole situation that even if the two of you did get together, I mean, the communication between the two of you now probably be really tense. So it's better to put this to an end. Really, be done with it. Why go back and open up some wounds that, you know, it's just not necessary. Just leave them in the past. I mean, this door is now closed. You know, between you and them, it's over. You know, but there's that connection. You know, it's like, you're like, but what about that connection? So, I feel like you're at that point where you're about to cut that final cord. That cord that truly binds you. For whatever reason, in this lifetime, you know, you guys came together, you've served each other's purposes, and now it's time to move on. Yeah. Quit feeling so bad about yourself, you know, and just move on. You know, this person was not going to be your ideal person. They weren't in it for the long haul. And I don't know who it was. I feel like one person tried and the other person didn't. You know, so this was really a one-sided, you know, kind of unrequited situation. And you were really, really hurt. So I think this is what confuses you. It's just like, this person treated me like crap. They went out on me. They had other people, other lovers. They spent all my money. You know, they took whatever they wanted from me. So I'm so confused. If they hurt me so bad, why am I still feeling the way I'm feeling? That spiritual connection. So, Yeah, you're waiting for them to contact you. You know, so I think you need to quit pretending about this situation. It's not, you know, over is over, done is done. So now we have to figure out how to heal our own wounds, let go of them. They're fine. You know, you need to take care of you now. Okay, so quit putting any more energy into this and start taking care of you. There's other people who are watching you. And honestly, you know, I felt for a while, Capricorn, like somebody's coming in here in during the holiday season. Like you might meet somebody, but through somebody else. I just feel like if you get invited out, go. Go. You know, you may be one of these people that needs to meet somebody so that you can finally close that door on that person. Well, then that's just how you are. But I feel like it's time for you to open up. There's other people, you know, who are watching you. You don't have to stick around with this one. I mean, again, you need to see what it was that they really took from you. You know, they weren't emotionally invested in you. You know, they always kept you hanging. I mean, you know, it's like you tried to do everything you can to make this relationship work, and it did not work. You tried, you tried, you tried. And they didn't care. You know, so you don't want to walk away from a relationship where there's no love. Okay, so let's look at that, okay? You, Capricorn, do not want to walk away from a relationship where there was no love. That's why you don't feel good. So I think you need to start taking care of yourself. Find what it is that nurtures you, that makes you feel good. You got to remember who you are. I mean, this person depleted a lot from you. They took a lot. It was really toxic. But I just feel like now you're at that point where, you know, it's time for you to just really focus on you. So, you know, do some of your favorite things. Take yourself out on a date. You know, we're pretty limited right now, but there's things you can still do. You know, maybe what you want to do is, you know, give yourself like a real bath time. You know, you go out, you get candles and some bath salts, and, you know, you just kind of put some quiet music on and maybe a glass of wine and just relax. Take care of you. Take care of you. So honestly, I really feel like the bottom line here is like your final connection with this person is that spiritual connection. You know, maybe you need to do a ritual. I've said this in the past. When you're trying to move on from another relationship, maybe you need to write a letter. Write a letter to them. You don't have to send it. You don't have to send it. Just write a letter. Get it all out. Everything. Everything. You know, you are the only one that's reading this letter, but you are writing it to that person, and then burn it. Poof. Be done with it. Anyway, I wish you well, Capricorn, because I know how hard that can be when, you know, you're feeling that pang of, you know, oh, well, nobody will ever love me. You know, the problem is that, you know, nobody's ever going to love you because you're not going out, because you're still hanging on to this person from the past because they made you feel like crap. But let me tell you, you're not crap. You're beautiful. You're worthy. You're solid. You're grounded. You're stable. Loyal. What else can I say about Capricorn? Wonderful people, Capricorn. You can count on them. You can count on you. You know, so clearly God saved you from this person because you're too good for them. All right, that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. Cut that spiritual cord, okay? Write that letter, burn it, tear it up. I don't care what you do with it. Destroy it. Just get it out of you, all right? Because as long as you keep holding on to all of these feelings and not wanting to let them go, they're going to fester inside. And, you know, life's too short. Go out and enjoy it. There's someone out there for you, and there is somebody coming through here pretty soon. So get ready, all right? Love's on the horizon. All right, Capricorn, that's what I've got for you. I just want to see if there's anything else. Yeah, you don't need anybody like this, okay? You never needed anybody like this. You are worth so much more. All right, I hope this resonated with someone out there. All right, take what works, leave what doesn't. I'll see ya. Thumbs up for me.